Charles Bukowski said, find what you love and let it kill you. And honestly, Scorpios, that makes me think of you guys. The intensity of your love, the depth, the truth, the courage. Very inspiring, very scary. Not everyone can do it. Not everyone is able to find who they love and let it consume them without it being destructive or, heaven forbid, abusive to themselves and to the other. It's an incredible skill, you know? Let me light you up, candle. Be a good candle. Be a dear. Be a dear candle. Light up. Don't burn my finger. That is one heck of a flame. All right, well, maybe the flame burns in your heart, but not in theirs. Don't click off. Maybe the flame burns in their heart, but not in yours. We're drinking wine. Unless you're an alcoholic, which in that case, that does not apply to you, it's good to every now and then drink wine so that you're not pushed to drink the wine of delusion. What do I mean by that? I'm going to try this again. Well, when you are so goddamn perfect and Puritan and you never drink wine, again, unless you're an alcoholic, what happens is that your system can't really take it. It's too much. Perfect is not a human condition. It's not a human condition. And it's not supported by the human condition. So it will be pent up and pent up and pent up. And then it will come out in a way that is destructive and extreme. So if you never drink any sort of wine, you're bound to fall for the wine of delusion, the self-deceit, the propaganda on the news, whatever the case may be. However, if every once in a while you take a sip of wine and recognize that sometimes you just can't lit the motherfucking candle, your system will be less prone to rebel. Now, what is it that you found, that you love, that you let consume you, while the other isn't even flickering? Not even bothered. Three of Swords comes after the Two of Swords, where we know where things can go wrong. We know where things can fail or not work out. But we tell ourselves stories. how it can happen, how it's possible, how it sometimes happens, so why not you? I agree in theory. It's just that it's one of those things that the writing was on the wall in many, many ways, but you thought things will change, or maybe they are different than what it seems. And that leads to disappointment. Not a surprise disappointment, an anticipated one. Ah, but here comes the Ace of Pentacles. Instead of a candle that won't lit, you're going to get a bonfire. You're going to get something that lasts for a lot longer, that gives you a whole lot more warmth. And light. And is there. From the no, you get a better yes. Whatever this is that you thought for a very long time that is your thing, turns out to not be. But that's how you discover what is, and that's how you get yourself to make very cutting decisions that are based in very clear, sharp truth. And it's not comfortable. The sword suit, it's not comfortable. But to have the Ace of Pentacles there and such a profound support. And this could have been karmic. This could have been something you've been in for anywhere between 11 to 15 years for some of you. Five of Wands. And the letting go and leaving or cutting is not going to be easy, because there will be people that are not going to be happy about it, that are going to put up resistance. They're not going to accept your decision. They're going to try to change your mind for different reasons, not all of which are of malice, but how do I say this? When you are deluding yourself as to how this could work, your frequency was not in alignment with your truth, which made you in alignment, frequency-wise, with people who normally you would not be in alignment with. And that enables you being so much so in the same room with them, engaging in the same things, right? Because in order to be somewhere, you got to have something in common frequency-wise. Now, you snap out of it, right? You realign yourself with what you are, literally with what you are. And it creates a riff, a ripple in an environment that grew attached to the version of you that was not in alignment with yourself, but in alignment with them. So as you become in alignment with yourself, they feel stripped off of something that they have been siphoning off of. I love the energy of night readings. I don't like the light. I keep telling myself I need to get myself a great lighting thing, and then I don't. Please forgive me, Seeker. Tell us more for Scorpio about this, please. Ooh la la, 10 of Cups. Now that is the opposite of everything I just described. From here on, alignment, resonance, flow. Why am I hearing the word clan? You've been with people who are not your clan. Now, it doesn't have to be literal, right? It doesn't have to be a literal ethnical thing or an origin thing. It could be a soulful thing, right? Either way. But you're bouncing. There's strong shift back to your clan. Sitting with them around this bonfire. Telling stories. Catching up with where you've been, what you've been up to. What were you doing? Why? Well, you've learned a lot. You've stretched your boundaries a lot. Sometimes it's like The Alchemist by Paulo Coelho, where the protagonist has to leave the place where the treasure is buried to go seek for that treasure, just to find out it was where they started all along. And where they started, it could be a geographical place, yeah, but it can also be your original dream, right? You wanted to be something, and then you took a detour. You didn't know it's a detour. You thought it was just you thought it was a very real, even forever change. Just to discover that this has been you all along, and you just needed that very long detour to be reminded of it and have it feel more fresh. You had the answer. You just didn't give yourself enough credit to know that you know yourself. So you went searching and you found something else that is also in alignment with an aspect of you, but it's not quite it. But you thought it was it because maybe there was something high and mighty and virtuous about it, objectively or in concept, that felt better objectively, more righteous even than the dream that you had. But over time, you realize, no, I knew who I was all along. I was searching when I was already found. King of Wands. This is someone who missed you. It would be like, Scorpio, welcome back. Where have you been? They're sitting next to you in the bonfire. And they want to hear all about it. But mostly they want to make sure that you're not going back. Three of Wands. This is a direction that you had, that you now returning to, and you're starting right where you left off. Starting back right where you left off. This is really, really interesting. Like it hasn't been 3, 11, 14, 15 years, depends. Four of Pentacles. There is someone that is not going to let you go. They're going to continue insisting. They have a level of codependency and reliance on you. It could be something that you've been doing for them for a very long time, a service of some sort, um, something that was beneficial to them, obviously, and they don't want someone else to do it for them, or they don't want to be left without it, and they're like, no, Scorpio, only you can do this for me. Or they're really, really holding on to the perception of you that they know, but that's because they didn't know you from before. And if you'll tell them that, they'll say, well, that was your past, that was the before, it's no longer relevant. However, I thought time isn't real and doesn't exist. And how could the past be relevant or irrelevant if the past is not the past and the future is not the future and everything is the present and everything is parallel and simultaneous and all that jazz? Sometimes the past is gone, and sometimes the past repeats, and sometimes the past renews. There is no one equation. And sometimes we think one thing and then another happens, and then another happens, and then they're Uranian, full of surprises. Uranus and sextile with Saturn now and Neptune, the dream that we thought was solid is just water or electricity. You can't grab it, you can't hold it, you can barely fathom it. And the thing we thought we completely let go and we're done with suddenly is revived with this Lazarus thing. Those who were seen dancing were perceived as mad by those who can't hear the music. This is someone who can't hear the music of your Lazarus effect, and they will try to control this process. But I think, I mean, they're coming through in this reading when you already have stepped out. So it means that they're going to kind of reach out from the place that and try to pull you back. And maybe they'll use financial tactics, right? Or things that you need of them. And they're going to hold them hostage in a way. And it's like, you're going to be like, I don't need it anyway. You can have it. That's fine. Oh, Scorpio, just come back. Just come back because you have this thing that you left here. And you're like, just give it away, sell it, throw it out, whatever. I don't need it. For the fun of it, I'll try again. Okay. Knight of Wands. Maybe another card for this. Knight of Swords. Okay. A lot of movement, a lot of change. You are realizing, maybe because of this, that you need to be fast with it. You need to pack fast, move fast, change fast, get into that car, go on that plane. There needs to be movement, you're recognizing. Maybe for some of you, it could be a group of people and they're sending two people after you. For some of you, it's a really intense situation. Some of you are leaving a cult and they're just not letting go. They're sending different people to come after you and try to get you back in different ways, in ways that are really a little eerie. Two of Pentacles and the Star. I hate having to do this. Divine Feminine should not be hidden. I think you'll be playing hide and seek with them. You'll be like kind of confusing them with your whereabouts. Very interesting. There's going to be a little bit of a cat and mouse game here. But you have faith and you're very creative about it. And you really know how to play the game. How to make them think you're in one place where in fact you're in the other. Like maybe it's a partner that is sending their family members. You know, maybe you're a woman and you're trying to leave an abusive um, partnership, abusive family of the partner, and they're sending your partner's siblings or cousins or something like that. So if it's to do with a culture that is obsessed over the modesty of women, you could be escaping something like that and you're trying to get a divorce. And there's this King of Wands. Now, it doesn't have to be that, but either way, this King of Wands, it's a masculine figure. Yeah. The Chariot that is really willing to help and show up for you. So accept their help. For some of you, it doesn't have to be a male figure. For some of you, it's a feminine figure. That's kind of serving as urim betumim, like I don't know if it's a moral compass or like you know, like a guiding star, right? Page of Swords. I see you really confusing them with very clever type of communication. I also see someone communicating with you secretly, like a messenger or maybe you're doing so. Maybe you're looking for a way to communicate with someone without leaving an online track. communicate with them without it being traced. Wow, this is getting this is getting strange. So you might use a messenger, someone that you trust that will reach out to them, the person who sits next to you in the bonfire, and this could be obviously a metaphorical bonfire, someone who's with you in the same fire, from the same soul tribe, soul clan. Or maybe they are coming up with this creative idea of how to get you kind of freed from this. Or there's also another thing, another thing completely. There's something to do with creative writing. I don't know if you're a writer, a poet, an author. If someone is writing, something that is very beautiful, maybe they're messaging you or emailing you, or giving you a letter, or the other way around, that is very poetic, very beautiful. Judgment, maybe there's a confession of some sort. So Judgment, Six of Cups, and the Lovers. So there's soulmate connection here. This is someone that you've known for a very, very long time. Scorpio are coming through here. And there's also Gemini energy and Aries energy. Let's see anyone else. Capricorn. Don't be overly focused on people who are of those signs. It could be just the energy, the archetype, the timing. So there's like trying to plan how to come together, how to meet, without these energies knowing, without these people knowing. They could literally be tracking you somehow. I don't want to freak you out. It's not like, tracking, like a tracking device, but like they just keep track of you, maybe it's like they'll ask questions. Hey, have you seen this? Oh, what's going on with this person? Like they'll try to get information to get you. But it's such an energy that is like leaving your life. It's not going to stay. It's not going to succeed. They're going um, to come into a lot of like fog that I think like spirit is putting, just so that they could lose their tracks. That like they're not able to track you. They keep getting confused. They keep getting sidetracked by the energy. Um, that is like really, but the path for you is very clear. The star, the Lovers, it's like it's opening up for you. So whoever this is, this King of Wands and or the star, that you're trying to come together with and plan it and communicate about it in creative ways, it's definitely succeeding. Like there will be a clear message of how, when, where. Whew. 8 of Wands. So there's a move for sure. You're moving soon. You're not staying in the same place. From whenever you are, I'm seeing October, November. Between October, November to February. Um, so from whenever you're watching it, that's the time frame that I'm seeing. Um, or give or take 6 months. Don't. Yeah. So if, yeah. Um, sorry. I'm just being pulled in different direction. I want to focus this reading because there's a lot going on, like a lot at once. Um, that you're going to have to be on the go fast as soon as something comes up. It could be an opportunity that you're getting news about, or the offer, or these whatever it is, like, and they're like, okay, but we need you in like super short X amount of time. Can you make it? Can you make it work? And you're gonna say yes because it's something amazing, right? Maybe it's this whatever dream that you um, realized that was always your dream, and suddenly there's an opportunity, and you need to take it. You need to be on the go. Um, but then there's also this person, so it's a few things, and you're leaving that place. So it's like you're leaving a place, you need to move into a new place. There's this person that is helping you but is also involved with you. It could be a really profound deep soulmate connection. So a lot of things are happening at once. Major changes, major transformation, and the life that you've been leading for a while. And we have the number 13 again, so I'm gonna uh, focus on maybe the past 13 years ish. It's like you're leaving it behind and never looking back. It's really interesting. It's like, and it comes with a shock factor. Um, like you're starting a completely new cycle. Okay, I'm going to continue this as a sequel. If you're drawn to it, if you resonate, if you want to go deeper with me, the link is in the description box or somewhere here on the screen. It's available on Patreon for separate purchase or as part of channel membership, tier shifter and above, where you get all the sequels for unlimited streaming. If you're new, subscribe. Stay magic, stay true, stay free. I love you. See you soon.